Good morning, everyone. Hopefully everyone's been doing all right. I know I haven't been posting in a while. Just had a lot of personal things go on. I got sidetracked from it and finally picking up back my groove. So I'm excited to continue to keep dropping content. On this video here, what y'all are gonna see is gonna be some tips, trips, and techniques that I use to do this fast fade battle. And I just had to give you a quick recap. But here's a video that I've been working on for a couple months, but I had stopped because I had some personal things happen. But nonetheless, I finished it. Check out the video, and what you will pick up are some tips of how I competed in the fastest fade. So enjoy, guys. Barber battle time, baby! Yee yee! So let's get to it, guys. Welcome back, and I'm excited to bring out this piece of content. It's been sitting for a while, but here we go. So as you can see, I already set the zero guideline, and I'm just kind of going back and I'm perfecting it, trying to make sure that it's straight all across. Because I do remember whenever I did set it, it was a little bumpy, but we got that right. Because like as everyone knows, that's kind of like the foundation of the fade. So right here, I'm going back with the clipper open. And I'm beginning the fade right there, and as I'm fading, I'm trying to blend as I go, but I'm not paying too much to the little details, to those dips in the heads and such, because everyone has those dips, and those require a little more time. But right here, the goal is to get the haircut completed and then go back and touch it up, because you do only have 10 minutes, and you don't want to get caught up to trying to blend out this one spot, and you still have the whole haircut to go. And every time you see me flick out the clipper, I'm trying to get the hair off from it, or I'm trying to either open the clipper more, close it a little bit more, and as such, and you're gonna see that throughout the haircut. So what you saw me put on right there is the one, and I'm going with it open, setting my guideline, trying to get the fade already going right there. And honestly, at this moment, it really surprised me that I'm like, okay, I'm getting this fade done. Never have I done a fade this fast. But I continue to blend throughout the fade, and I'm opening, closing, trying to get it as blended as possible before I go back in with the half open and then work my way down to close. But as you can see right there, the fade's already coming along, just as far as with the clipper open. So I go ahead, and right there I put the half, and I'm blending out. I'm blending out that line between the clipper open and the one open, trying to connect the fade from there. Trying to already see that transition. And at that time, I had a real bad habit of flicking, and you're gonna see that throughout the show. But I was really nervous at the time, and it shows big time. It was my first professional battle, and dude, I learned a lot, and I'm trying to bring this to y'all. So right there, going back in the haircut, using the chair effectively. You see how I'm not walking around them, I'm spinning them as I go. And right here, so I was done with the half, and I'm going in with the 1.5 open, technically 2. But pay attention to my elbow, pay attention to how high it is, to how uncomfortable it looks. This rookie battle, rookie mistake. But like that's uncomfortable, and I hope not everyone's cutting at the shop like that or at home. But that's definitely something that I saw. And throughout right there with the 1.5 open, I'm closing it, opening it, trying to blend it out as I go, but trying to make sure I'm getting the haircut complete within a decent time so I could go back and touch it up. And real quick, guys, I'm gonna give a big shout out to Nahum Rivera for helping me, with a little bit of video editing help and whatnot, and giving me this footage. But back to the cut. So right there, I'm switching out to the half open. And I'm there, continuing to fade, doing more detail work, trying to blend everything out smoothly. And right there, I'm trying to look at the little spots, the darker spots, going back to that, touching that up, trying to make sure, everything's coming together nicely. I ain't gotta be, trying to worry about it too much going back. And then right here, just a bunch of spot checking, trying to get those dins, trying to move as fast as possible. Grab my next guard, I'm there, I'm fumbling a little bit, nervous, just kicking in. I go back in right there with the 2 open, and I'm just, you know, kind of getting some of the bulk from the top, you know, trying to get that a little bit, you know, a little bit less so I could see more of the transition from the 1.5 open to the 2 open. So I'm kind of connecting that. I'm adding that extra layer of transition because I felt like I had the time to do it, you know, just a little on the spot kind of thing. So I'm there, I'm blending out, spot checking, you know, trying to make sure I don't dig in too high, but you know, it just so that everything could connect. And right here I go back, I don't know if I begin to take down the bulk using my clipper that is, you know, gap to where it hits like a 00. And if, you know, I don't know if y'all paid attention to that from the beginning, but I left that at the end on purpose so I could concentrate more on the fade. So I won't have to be really worrying about the beginning about taking down bulk and just get straight to the fade, you know. So I'm right here, I'm reaching for my brush, trying to take down as much bulk, you know, as much of the hair from the bulk as possible. That way I won't have to go back and hit it. Now pay close attention right here. I had to bring my other hand to help guide my trimmer to do the edge up. Like, this is how nervous I was. Like, I could not done that edge up with one hand. And then throughout the edge up, you're gonna see me using 2 hands to do an edge up. And I don't think it's ever taken me 2 hands to do it, but I was that nervous at this time. And so on the edge up, I'm working halfway, you know, so I did one half of the edge up, I did the hook, and then after the hook, you can see me kind of go around, and then I'm gonna get the little hairs that I missed with the clipper, you know, gonna try and, you know, continue to cut as I go since I already have the trimmer in my hand. So and then right here I'm working on the opposite side, starting from the middle, going to the corner, and then I'm gonna do the slanted line because his hairline does recede a little bit, and then I'm gonna begin to do the hook, followed by, you know, going back and then just kind of touching it up right here. I'm trying to see the little spots that I missed, trying to make it even, because an edge up, when his hair is this short, the edge up is important. And then I felt like I didn't have to really hit it with the blade, but you know, because my trimmers were hitting, so, but I, you know, just to make it more crisp, I had to go back with the blade. And on this, couldn't use 2 hands, you know, would have been impossible. Probably would have cut him like that, but I promise you, I was shaking throughout it. I'm sure my model felt it. It was like, man, dog, please don't let this guy cut me, because I was scared of that myself. So right there, I'm continuing doing the edge up, trying to make sure that they're both even, you know, because like I said, since he doesn't have a lot of hair on top, that's his fade. This counts major points, almost twice as much, because it's, you know, the few features of the cut that he has, but really good model for it. So I go back, brush down the excessive hairs, so that way I can make sure I don't go back and try and cut a piece that's already cut and just cause irritation and such. So right there, what you saw me pick up was the 1, and I'm going back and I'm touching it up. I'm kind of gathering my thoughts, trying to see all the spots that I need, you know, trying to make sure the edge up, because, you know, I don't want to concentrate too much on one thing when I could be, you know, touching it up all around instead of so fixated on that one particular thing. And right there, what I'm doing, I'm taking off the cape, and I know it's kind of in the middle of the battle, but what a lot of people tend to do is they forget to take off the cape, and next thing you know is that there's a lot of hair there. You know, like once time's up, you know, the judges go see the model, and then, you know, there's a bunch of hair. So right there, last second thing right there, I picked up the foil shaver and I'm shaving them out. I had no intention of doing a bald fade because I wasn't too confident in taking out that line, but I felt I had so much time on my hands, like, why not go for that extra mile, you know, because I was going up against people who were doing bald fades, and, you know, I decided to go ahead and challenge myself and then just try and attack it since I had the extra time. So right here, I felt like, you know, I had everything locked, I had everything done. So it was just, you know, I had the whole haircut completed. I was just going back and doing a bunch of detail work. So I'm just going to fast forward this, you know, because I'm just going to be jumping from different guards to, you know, trying to blend it out. So, but there's going to be a key moment coming up, so that I felt like was a big factor in this battle, but just, you know. Okay, so I've already done most of the touch-up work. I'm feeling good about it. I'm like, all right, you know, I have the whole complete cut. And then I hear someone in the crowd say something, and they were saying the beard, and I was like, no. But then look here, let's get a closer shot. Look at, look, you see my reaction? I'm like, nah, bro, what are you talking about? When he made his sideburns, bro, I was like, oh my god. So I jumped to it, I'm like trying to blend it out. The countdown's going on, 10 seconds to blend each sideburn. I'm like, I got 5 seconds each. Gotta do the best I can so it won't be as harsh. And that was the key thing. That was like a key thing. I was like, oh my god, like, I said not to pay, that people have always told me not to pay attention to the crowd, but I always ended up paying attention, and this time it paid out because I was able to blend the sideburns. So there I have it, guys, and that was what I learned at that time. And the key things I want y'all to know from it is that go out there and always try y'all's best, man. And within messing up, you will definitely get it. Because I mean, I got those pointers off of myself from my experience, and I brought that to y'all, so that way y'all won't have, on y'all's first battle, y'all won't have to go through it and just be like, what am I supposed to not do? Because now y'all have somewhat of an idea. My way's not the best or perfect way, but it's a way. And appreciate y'all guys tuning in. It's another beautiful day. Y'all take care.